my beautiful beauties! Can you believe it? It's been a year since I released a video about my Eve skincare bar, and a lot of you guys has asked me so many questions, and some interesting fact is that one of you guys asked me, am I still using the Eve skincare bar? And I thought, why not do another video about my 1 year with Eve skincare? And I brought you guys a treat because we're going to meet the makers of Eve skincare bar, and we're going to ask them directly all the questions that you've asked me because they're going to answer it better. Hello beauties! I'm at the headquarters of Eve skincare in Sydney, and I'm with Paul and David. Today we are going to answer some of your most asked questions, and we will also share something very exciting as well. Okay, so the very first question that I get asked a lot is, can Eve skincare be rinsed off with cold water?
Yes, it can. You can use the Eve treatment bar in cold or warm water, but obviously warm's best because it's going to open up the pores of the skin. It'll help you to dissolve and remove fatty deposits and makeup and so forth. So
my viewers will also like to know the story behind Eve skincare and how it started.
Well, David's been in the skincare industry for over 30 years. For a long time we've been thinking about doing this project, maybe 15 years or more. And the planets aligned for us to be able to start this project a couple of years ago and start putting it together.
Yeah, well, the important thing is the product itself was designed so that a lot of the products and protocols that I designed were for spas and for professional clinics. And so I started thinking that as people came in and we were treating them with these types of products, that they should be not just only getting access to those products by going to these spas and clinics, right. They should be able to use these at home. And that is why we decided to bring out the Eve brand.
Is Eve skincare also good for dry skin?
It'll actually normalize all skin types. But the thing you've just got to understand about the dry skin though, is it will take longer compared to oily skin, which is instantaneous effect. Dry skin takes a bit longer because we have to build up the metabolism of the skin, and we've got to start getting it self-sufficient. So that's going to take a bit longer.
Can anyone use Eve skincare? Is there an age limit?
There's no age limit. It's great for any age, any gender, any climate.
And even the other benefit which people don't really appreciate is the fact that it is so good for sensitive skin and for the most youngest of skins, that it is used as infants for infants, as Paul said.
So would it also be good for rosacea bumps?
Rosacea is a very technical condition.
Yeah, and there are all sorts of reasons why people get rosacea, but yes, it is. Good thing to know that usually the traditional treatments for natural treatments for rosacea, using things like licorice and camphor and all the rest of it, all of those compounds, those organic compounds, are in the more, which is the active ingredient in the Eve bar, and as a result all of those components exist there to support the body and the skin to help to remove that and relieve that inflammation and that sensitivity that you get from the nerve ends, also to help to dissipate the congestion that occurs and causes the sensitivity in the rosacea.
How long does the Eve skincare bar last, and when does it expire?
We say that it lasts about 100 applications. So if you want to do 100 applications in one day, it's going to last you one day. But generally it will last about 2 to 3 months.
And a lot of people ask me, should I be using it once a day or twice a day? You can use it as often as you want. Because you're not using alkaline detergents and you're not using chemicals and so forth, you don't have to worry about it actually damaging the skin or stripping the skin away, that you could overuse it.
There is also no real use by date with the bar. No. Because of the way that we have formulated the ingredients and encapsulated the ingredients into the bar, they're not necessarily exposed to the air or the elements to degrade.
How come I still have acne after using a whole bar?
Using the bar, you will notice everyone's different, and that's because everyone's circumstances are different. But you just need to be tolerant. You just need to be patient, and see the results, and understand that it generally takes 3 weeks for the surface layers of your skin to become replaced by the body.
Well, there's other things to take into account. There's your diet. Are you overstressed? Are you worrying about things? You're not sleeping enough? You're not drinking enough water? These are also contributing factors. It's not a magic pill or something that's just going to disappear, or chemicals. So you've got to give it a chance to heal. There's topical effects as well. What you're going to put onto your skin, you know, it may be some reaction that is causing that will prolong the healing, will prolong the process of healing your acne, and it might actually, you know, propagate it. It'll be causing the acne. So the topical things you using, you have to check that out as well.
I'm breaking out more after using this. Why?
Usually the cause of that is what we call a healing crisis, and that's where you've got deep-seated wastes and toxins in the skin which have built up over years.
Yeah.
And what's starting to happen here is that instead of just washing the surface of the skin, Eve is all about purifying and detoxing the skin.
Right.
We've got to draw these things out to the surface, and we're doing it deeply so that you're getting very deep and efficient purification of the skin. And as these toxins and so forth come to the surface, you generally find that there's a lot of oils and so forth that can attract bacteria as they come to the surface. And so what's happening is you're getting that initial breakout or healing that's taking place as we're purging the skin of these toxins. That'll quickly clear up.
You also don't want to give up at that point because it's just starting to kick in to do its job.
Yeah.
So you get to that stage and think, oh man, this is having a bad reaction. I better stop using it. You continue using it and you break through that healing crisis stage.
So I just want to do a quick recap of my 1 year with Eve. So basically, Eve skincare has been part of my skincare routine for the past year. Through my experience of using it, I feel like the best results I get is when I use it not only as a cleanser, but I also use it as a treatment mask. One other thing that I do notice, and maybe you guys will agree with me, that is when your skin's really congested and you use Eve skincare, you can actually literally feel the blackheads and all the little dead skin cells come out as you wash off the mask or wash off the cleanser. It's something that I can confidently recommend to anyone. I will have a coupon code for you guys as usual, and I'll link it down below, and make sure you type that into your checkout because then you get a great discount. And at the same time, I'm also working on getting my very own customized travel pack because I travel everywhere with it, and I really want an Asian beauty secret one. So I'm working on getting one of those, and when I do, I will let you guys know. Okay, thank you guys for watching, and I hope I've answered all your questions. If you have any other questions, remember to leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Other than that, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!